Hello, everyone. Hello. Welcome to all of you joining us tonight. We are here to celebrate the third anniversary of our 501c3 public charity, Bjorn This Way, Inc. I'm Dr. Aaron Ziegler, president of Bjorn This Way and a licensed speech-language pathologist. I'm also a professor at the University of Scranton in the Department of Health and Human Performance. Throughout tonight's fundraiser, we will highlight the incredible impact Bjorn This Way is having on the lives of individuals. If you'd like to interact with us, please add your thoughts to the comments. And for those of you who would like to learn more about what we do or to give a donation during the fundraiser, our website is accessible via the QR code that you'll see on the screen throughout the evening. It brings me great joy to be co-hosting this event with my esteemed colleague, Jennifer Gill, a Bjorn This Way director.
Thank you, Aaron. Good evening, everyone. And again, my name is Jennifer Gill. I too am a licensed speech-language pathologist, a singing voice specialist, as well as director of the Wellness Group for Voice, Speech, and Swallowing in Portland, Oregon, providing services for Bjorn This Way recipients. Thank you so much for carving out a little time to be with us this Wednesday evening. It looks like we have people joining us from all over the U.S., so thank you. If you have been to one of our fundraisers before, thank you for returning. And if this is your first time joining us, welcome. We have an exciting hour ahead filled with incredibly talented performers, as well as individuals sharing their personal journeys with voice and communication challenges. Their stories highlight the transformative power of speech-language pathology services, which have altered the trajectory of their lives, much like it did for Bjorn. In honor of Bjorn, we are all wearing our jerseys tonight. So we're thrilled to have our special headlining guests for tonight's fundraiser. We have Grammy-winning jazz singer Kurt Elling, as well as last year's Impact Award recipient and America's Got Talent saxophonist and overall delightful human, Mr. Avery Dixon. We extend our heartfelt gratitude to these performers and all who have generously shared their stories and talents in support of tonight's fundraiser. We encourage you to stick around until the end to savor all the incredible performances we have in store for you tonight. Hope you enjoy.
Tonight, we gather to address a pressing need for speech-language pathology services. Often, we take simple acts like speaking, swallowing, socializing, and even living for granted. However, many individuals struggle with communication and swallowing difficulties. And the annual cost associated with the difficulties is staggering, and access to these vital services remains limited for those who cannot afford them. With Bjorn This Way, we have initiated a movement aimed at providing essential resources to those in need. People with communication and swallowing disorders can experience depression, anxiety, social isolation, and in the case of swallowing disorders, even the loss of life. After an accident, Bjorn This Way funding recipient NS had voice and swallowing difficulties, as well as limited mobility, relying on a wheelchair to get around. With Bjorn This Way funding and access to speech-language pathology services, his swallowing complaints were resolved, and he was once again able to eat and drink without pain. As a result of the support he accessed through Bjorn This Way, which was made possible through the funding, he was able to continue leading a nonprofit organization. In that role, he was able to be heard better, it was easier for him to vocalize, and he did not fatigue nor experience soreness when using his voice.
Another example was Bjorn This Way recipient Zizi, who was experiencing multiple barriers to having her basic needs met. She had experienced a life-changing accident that had left her legally blind, as well as other complications. As she was rebuilding her life and seeking employment, she was also experiencing extreme gender dysphoria and isolation. By the end of her fourth voice therapy session addressing gender-affirming voice and communication, she was preparing for an interview that she said she would not have had the confidence for were it not for her voice sessions. Bjorn This Way made a substantial impact on her quality of life and participation. With her permission, I would like to share a quote from her. Zizi. Since these sessions, I am more confident to present in a more feminine way because my voice now supports my overall feminine expression. I have been in major financial stress, but now I have the confidence to apply to jobs that I would not have previously applied to. Today, I'm heading to an interview in a new skirt. With a smile, she said, I have been experiencing much more gender euphoria lately. It has been life changing. This has helped me move my journey forward in a direction of so much more happiness. So next we kick off this evening's performance with singer and Bjorn This Way therapy funding recipient Dylan Lewis, returning this year, singing "Oh, What a Beautiful Morning" from Oklahoma.
My name is Dylan Lewis. Right now I'm taking a gap year before I apply for my master's degree. Bjorn This Way helped me out a lot when I was recovering and needed voice therapy to expand my lung capacity so I could sing again. And we're going to be singing a song for you. So this is David. He's going to play the piano, and I'm going to sing "Oh, What a Beautiful Morning" from Oklahoma by Rodgers and Hammerstein. Thank you. There's a bright golden haze on the meadow. There's a bright golden haze on the meadow. The corn is as high as an elephant's eye, and it looks like it's climbing clear up to the sky. Oh, what a beautiful morning. Oh, what a beautiful day. I've got a beautiful feeling. Everything's going my way. All the cattle are standing like statues. All the cattle are standing like statues. They don't turn their head as they see me ride by. But a little brown maverick is winking her eye. Oh, what a beautiful morning. Oh, what a beautiful day. I've got a beautiful feeling. Everything's going my way. All the sounds of the earth are like music. All the sounds of the earth are like music. The breeze is so busy it don't miss a tree. And an old weeping willow is laughing at me. Oh, what a beautiful morning. Oh, what a beautiful day. I've got a beautiful feeling. Everything's going my way. Oh, what a beautiful day.
Thank you, Dylan. Our journey with Bjorn spanned 2 years at the Wellness Group. In August 2021, Bjorn's family approached us with the idea of making a generous donation to support others facing communication and swallowing challenges. Recognizing the significant need and to ensure that as many people as possible could benefit from speech-language pathology services, we took the first step to creating our nonprofit organization by filing articles of incorporation with the state of Oregon in September 2021. We were granted 501c3 status as a tax-exempt public charity by the United States Internal Revenue Service by June 2022. With the involvement of our selection committee, we started providing financial assistance for services to individuals in September 2022. And as of September 2024, we are so proud that we have been making significant strides toward fulfilling our mission by funding over 200 speech-language pathology sessions. In celebration of Better Speech and Hearing Month, we were thrilled to host an insightful interview with Patrick Rossetti, a remarkable individual who has triumphed over speech differences and continues to inspire many. Patrick Rossetti, a talented tight end from Wesleyan University football, has achieved remarkable success despite his communication differences, both on and off the field. Notably, he was honored at the 2021 Michael H. Savage Spirit of Sport winner and was also a finalist for the 2020 Heart of a Giant Award during his senior year of high school. He works as an EMT for a local hospital over college breaks, demonstrating how his speech does not hold him back from doing even stressful jobs. We believe that Patrick's story resonates deeply with many and serves as a source of inspiration for individuals facing similar challenges.
I thank you guys for having me. Like, I'm very happy, like, happy to be supporting like a great foundation for sure. You know, like, so like I'm currently like a college, like a college like student, finishing up like his or my junior year. Like I'm majoring in biology, and I'm trying to use it to add advance my career path and everything, and just overall in terms of communication, I have had a speech impediment for as long as I could remember. I pretty much I wanted it to hold me back at all, from doing what I want to do in life and everything, growing up, I wanted to be a football quarterback and everything, and even though that's a more vocal and leading position, in football, calling out plays and everything, leading the team and everything, I still I wanted to become a quarterback, and ended up playing the a quarterback position all throughout high school, and I came into college playing the a vocal position, even having difficulties speaking fluently, and so like I just pretty much I always like had like a mindset to not like have it hold me back at all. I say that like that people like who like have a communication differences like are just like as a normal like as like all other people like like uh, like like and that like all humans like have like their own differences and everything like like and uh, uh, nobody's like the same at all. That's what being like a person like is like all about and like is what makes a life and everything like so beautiful and everything like so like I would I tell them like to I treat them just like they I would treat like uh uh anybody else really.
Thank you, Patrick, so much for sharing your story and for your support of our foundation. I now invite you to read these statistics illustrating some examples of millions of individuals with communication and swallowing concerns in the US. It's likely that everyone attending this fundraiser knows someone who is affected. Maybe it's an older parent who cannot swallow safely and often chokes at mealtime, or possibly a 5-year-old who is hard to understand when speaking. While more complex speech, language, and swallowing issues may necessitate extensive care, it's also important to note that clients, such as a teacher with a hoarse voice, can achieve their therapy goals and return to the classroom after just 4 sessions. Remarkable progress can occur swiftly in the hands of a skilled speech language pathologist.
Some of you might be curious about the role of a speech-language pathologist. As a skilled allied health professional, a speech-language pathologist is dedicated to enhancing individuals' abilities to communicate effectively and swallow safely. A speech-language pathologist can support a spectrum of communication and swallowing disorders, including matters of safety for individuals dealing with swallowing disorders.
Research has demonstrated the advantages of receiving rehabilitative support from speech language pathologists, also known as SLPs. Nonetheless, obstacles hinder individuals from accessing these critical services. Barriers encompass issues such as inadequate insurance coverage, out of pocket costs, and often a lack of awareness among patients and sometimes even other healthcare professionals regarding the benefits and availability of clinical services. Foremost among these challenges is affordability. Many individuals struggle to afford the clinical services they require. That's precisely why we have gathered here tonight to dismantle these financial barriers and make speech language pathology services accessible to all. Improving access to care has been a goal since we started our own private practice, and I would like to personally thank Bjorn the Sway Foundation and the Burke family for making that goal possible and for trusting us and our services. Empowering individuals with tools to more effectively use their voice and communication is incredibly rewarding and powerful to witness. To say thank you, I dedicate this next song to Bjorn This Way. This song is near and dear to my heart, and it's all about lifting your voice and being heard. It's called Beautiful Noise, originally by Alicia Keys and Brandy Carlisle, and will be performed by myself and my dear friend Katie Jesse from a live performance on her back deck last month, as this classical singer has fun dabbling with other genres. Thank you, Bjorn This Way.
turned into a scream, made a beautiful noise, shoulder to shoulder marching in the street. When you're all alone, it's a quiet breeze. When you're band together, it's a quiet thunder and rain. Now we have a choice, 'cause I have a voice. I'm not living to die. Don't stand in a wasteland, look at me in the eye. Stop living a lie and stand up next to me. You gotta put one foot in front of the other, with a hand in a hand, holding on to each other. Go on and rejoice, 'cause you have a voice. It is loud, it is clear, it is stronger than your fear. It's believing you belong, it's for calling out the wrong. From the silence of my sisters to the violence of my brothers, we can rage against the river, feel the pain of others. I have a voice, I have a voice, and I let it speak for the ones who aren't yet running free, and it's killing me. No one is saying what we need to hear. I will not let silence win when I see all the pain that our people are in. There's no other choice, 'cause I have a voice. It is loud, it is clear, it is stronger than your fear. It's believing you belong, it's for calling out the wrong. From the mouths of our mothers to the lips of our daughters, we can dream like our brothers, speaking loud like our fathers. We can hear. Can you hear us? Can you hear us now? I have a voice, started out as a whisper, turned into a scream, made a beautiful noise, shoulder to shoulder marching in the street. When you're all alone, it's a quiet breeze. When you band together, it's a quiet with thunder and rain. Now we have a choice, 'cause I have a voice. Now we have a choice, 'cause I have a voice. Now we have a choice, 'cause I have a voice.
Thank you, Jennifer and Katie. For those of you that didn't have the pleasure of meeting Bjorn, his life was a testament to patience, courage, and unwavering determination. Jennifer and I provided speech therapy sessions to Bjorn over 2 years. During that time, we had the privilege of witnessing Bjorn's self-assurance and independence flourish as he learned how to advocate for himself and enhance his communication. Bjorn's journey challenged us not only as therapists, but also as people. He came to us with skepticism about speech therapy, inspiring us to reevaluate our methods and offer a novel approach. It was a growing experience for all involved.
Hello, everyone. My dad and I today are going to talk a little bit about the mission of Bjorn This Way. So I'd like to thank you all for coming out tonight for sure. He would have loved to see you all here. So Bjorn This Way, I think my dad can read the mission statement, and we have a couple words to go over. The wellness group was life-changing for my brother. They were the first group to actually look past the confusion and actually see and give him a proper diagnosis. His vocal flaps didn't seal properly, and that impacted his ability to speak loud and fast. I remember him calling me the day after his diagnosis with being absolutely giddy and excited about how something wasn't his fault, and he found people that could help him and knew what to do to actually get it done. Dad, I believe you're muted.
Sorry, everyone. This was a huge thing for Bjorn. But the reality is that insurance does not often cover these essential speech therapies, leaving many unable to afford this life-changing treatment. Bjorn loved nothing more than helping other people. So let's work together to help other people find their voices.
We are excited to share that a generous, anonymous donor has pledged to match every dollar donated during tonight's fundraiser. This means that your contributions, no matter the size, will have double the impact. The Bjorn This Way Board of Directors is composed of a dedicated group of individuals, spanning different ages and professional backgrounds. Directors serve in a voluntary capacity, committing to a one-year term. In addition to their services, directors attend Bjorn This Way events and make annual contributions to support the public charity. Since the establishment of Bjorn This Way in September 2021, the board of directors has consistently dedicated countless hours to carrying out our mission. We extend our heartfelt gratitude to each of our directors for their contributions to Bjorn This Way. Your unwavering commitment is deeply appreciated. While we are sad to say goodbye to Dr. Aaron Pham, who served on our board of directors for nearly 3 years, we are excited to announce that we have a vacancy that we are actively seeking to fill. If you would like to serve on the board of directors, please email us at bjornthiswayinc@gmail.com to express your interest. Next, we welcome Kelsey O'Connor, a motivational speaker, former D1 student athlete, and recent social work graduate from North Carolina State University. She has overcome communication challenges that resulted from a traumatic brain injury during her time as an undergraduate student. After recovering from her head injury that abruptly ended her athletic career, Kelsey graduated and delivered a commencement speech that went viral on TikTok and Facebook with over 40 million views across platforms combined. Now, Kelsey travels the country to share her story and new perspective. We are excited she is sharing her story with Bjorn This Way tonight.
Hello, Bjorn This Way Foundation. My name is Kelsey O'Connor, and I am so honored to be here with you tonight for your annual fundraising event. I was a Division I athlete and a social work student at North Carolina State University, but unfortunately, during my junior year of college in 2021, I suffered a severe concussion. From that injury, I struggled to speak clearly. I struggled with a late onset stutter and just had a lot of difficulty articulating my thoughts and speaking without confusion and pausing. Thankfully, after about 10 months, I healed from that injury. And then about a year later, in spring of 2023, I delivered a graduation speech at the North Carolina State University's commencement ceremony. That speech led me to become a motivational speaker, and now I've spoken not only to universities and businesses, but more importantly, nonprofit organizations that have supported individuals with aphasia, intellectual and developmental disabilities, and several other individuals who have deeply benefited from speech pathology services. That is why the work that this organization does is so necessary and so impactful. So I am so honored to be here with you tonight, and I am honored to get to share some of my story and my message with you through a version of my original speech, which I never would have thought possible to deliver at the height of my injury recovery. So as I was figuring out what I was going to write for commencement, I wanted to focus on a question that so many graduates get asked, which is, what are you going to do next? And even if you're not a graduate, I'm sure you get asked often, what do you do? And so we get asked, what are you going to do? But that's a very different question from who are you going to be? I feel like it's important to consider who we are as human beings rather than human doings. So when I got to NC State, if you were to ask me about myself, I would have just started listing all of these things that I was doing. I was a Division I athlete. I was a social work student. I was a researcher for the school. And then I suffered my traumatic brain injury in 2021. And so all of those external labels that I'd built my entire identity on were broken. I couldn't prove myself through any kind of performance. And I was left with all of these pieces of who I used to be and had no idea how to rebuild. So as I recovered for several months, I decided to make a resolution to help rebuild my identity. So instead of describing people by their labels, I started describing them by 3 things: their attitude, how they treat others, and what makes them uniquely beautiful people, their intrinsic strengths and qualities. For example, if I were to describe my twin brother to you, I would first tell you that he's optimistic, he's kind, he's positive, and he lights up a room with his energy and his humor. And then I would tell you that he's a content researcher for ESPN, which I think is so exciting and so cool to tell people. But I describe him that way first because I want him to know that regardless of his job title, I see him for who he is as a person first. And the more I started equating people's identities with their internal characteristics, the more I started building a healthier foundation for myself. And I started seeing individuals and myself not for what they do, but who they really are. And so we all have different jobs and roles in our lives, and the things that we do might change, or we might have different titles than the people around us. But we all have this amazing opportunity to decide who we are going to be. We can choose to be caring, generous, because who we are internally is at the core of what we do and what we produce to the world. We might have a role in a relationship, a role in a job, but you are so much more than your role. And so you might be doing work in speech pathology, but that means that you likely have to be caring and patient in order to show up and do that job well. You might be doing important fundraising work, but that means that you have to be organized and committed to the causes that you care about. Regardless of what you do, we always have the opportunity to be the people that we dream of being when we choose a positive attitude, we treat others with real, genuine kindness, and we appreciate our own unique inner beauty. If you embrace those 3 things, I believe it opens us up to live life with a brighter perspective beyond our labels. I wish I could meet every one of you across the screen, but of course, unfortunately, I can't. And we all have different challenges that we might be facing: an emotional challenge, a medical challenge. But if there's one thing that I know of everyone that might be on this call, I would like to believe that you have a generous, caring heart. And the things that you do in your life and the jobs that you have, they're going to go so far beyond the labels that you have, because the things that you do start with an internal spark based on who you are. And having a generous, caring heart is a special, beautiful, and rare quality to have. So we all have these external labels that we might feel defined by: social worker, speech pathologist, sister, brother, spouse. But we have to appreciate who we are beyond our labels and appreciate others for who they really are. So because of all of that, I encourage us to treat people with kindness, embrace the unique beauty within each other and ourselves to build our identities. Thank you so much for being here, and thank you so much for having me.
Kelsey, thank you so much for telling your story and all that you do to motivate others and include. If you know someone who could benefit from these services, the application process is straightforward. At our website, bjornthisway.org, applicants can easily submit their interest in securing funding. The Charities Selection Committee reviews funding applications monthly, prioritizing decisions on a first-come, first-need basis. The straightforward process ensures prompt access to much-needed speech-language pathology support. In addition to providing funding for services by licensed and certified speech-language pathologists, Bjorn This Way also provides educational webinars to the public. For example, our interview with Patrick Rossetti during Better Speech and Hearing Month last May. We also spread the word about our public charity by attending regional and national conferences. We meet monthly as a board, and our selection committee regularly approves new funding each month. We collect donations from hundreds of generous individuals to help continue providing funding for these transformative services.
If you joined us for last year's fundraiser, you may remember that we teamed with the University of Scranton local chapter of the National Student Speech Language Hearing Association. They set out to raise funds for Bjorn this way, and we are thrilled to be joined by the president of the University of Scranton NISLA chapter to receive an update on their current fundraising efforts.
Thank you,
Welcome,
Dr.
Maddie.
Thank
Welcome,
you.
Dominic.
Hi, everyone. I'm Madison Dunlop. I go by Maddie, and I'm the current president of the University of Scranton NISLA's chapter. So first, I'm just going to give you a little update about what NISLA is and what we do as a chapter. So we are a student-run club, one of 350 plus national student speech language hearing associations. And as our club, we participate in fundraising, outreach, volunteering, and legislative actions to spread information and grow the community of speech language pathology and audiology. Our goal is primarily within the school, but we also work now in our community and with other foundations around the world like Bjorn. So this is our third year. We're going into our third year partnering with the Bjorn Foundation. And happily last year, we raised $300 to donate this year. Dominic's going to talk a little bit about why we chose Bjorn and present the check that we have made for you. Thank you so much for having us.
Hello, everybody. I'm Dominic Scafidi. I'm the vice president of I'm of NISLA at the University of Scranton. I'm also a person who stutters. So we at NISLA chose the Bjorn This Way Foundation of this donation because of our shared focus on communication disorders. What this foundation provides in support to individuals with speech language challenges is nothing short of fantastic, and we as a chapter have felt that it aligns perfectly with our mission in NISLA. This sort of collaboration reflects NISLA's commitment to supporting these great organizations, and it's a we also strive to only build on things like this. Our commitment to supporting Bjorn This Way is something that we take a great pride in, and we strive to keep addressing communication barriers, and to assist in any other areas related to healthcare services. So we thank Bjorn this way for all that you've done, to continue to do every day, and our chapter at Scranton are beyond proud to be a part of it. So we just my background. You can see. So from our chapter, University of Britain, we're very proud to give a donation to a fundraise for $100.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. We are so grateful. This is amazing. Wonderful, wonderful efforts.
Thank you so much for partnering with us.
I believe I was muted. Thank you so much, Scranton University. It's wonderful to have you and your support. We're thrilled to announce our next performer, one of last year's recipients of the Bjorn This Way Impact Award. One of the headliners of the 2024 Bjorn This Way fundraiser is the talented saxophone extraordinaire, Avery Dixon. Avery, born prematurely and navigating life with a voice disorder, is founder of Grace Notes and Totes, a charity that provides NICU families of preemie babies with essential supplies such as preemie diapers, wipes, cloths, and blankets to Emory Decatur Hospital. Welcome, Avery.
Hello, my name is Avery Dixon. I am the saxophone finalist from America's Got Talent and runner-up from AGT All-Stars. Welcome back to this year's third annual Bjorn This Way Incorporated charity fundraiser. This event helps fund speech-language pathology services for people in need. I want to express my heartfelt gratitude to the esteemed board, guests, and donors for your attendance and dedication to this year's meaningful cause. SLP is a cause that unites all of us and helps us to move forward towards the shared goal of creating a more accommodating environment for those who often struggle to find their voice in a world where they feel so out of place. So tonight, we unite to raise our voices and donate generously to help SLP services for those in need. I will be playing I'm Still Standing by Elton John. Please enjoy the performance. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you know that we are all still standing together, so you should be standing too. Enjoy the evening.
Thank you, Avery. We are grateful for your performance at this year's fundraiser. At this time, we are thrilled to present our annual Bjorn This Way Impact Award. The Impact Award is to recognize those individuals who are making a substantial impact in the lives of others with speech-language pathology needs. We couldn't be more excited to present this year's Impact Award to the University of Scranton chapter of the National Student Speech Language Hearing Association for their fundraising efforts on behalf of Bjorn This Way. Thank you so much for all that you've done.
Thank you so much,
Thank
Dr.
you.
Ziegler. Here is, oh, can you see? Hold on, let me try and get the blur to go away. So you can see this beauty of an award that we were graciously given to by Bjorn This Way. Nicely engraved. You can see the vocal.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for giving it to us. I cannot wait, I'm sure as much as Dominic, to show our club this beautiful award. As future speech pathologists and audiologists, this means the world to us, and we're so glad we can make an impact before we even are actually SLPs and audiologists. So we're so glad our funds are going to a great cause, and we cannot wait to continue our fundraisers this year and hopefully be back next year.
Thank you.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, University of Scranton students, for your dedication in supporting our public charity. And congratulations. And woohoo, one more shout out for Avery Dixon. I love that guy. That was so wonderful. If you weren't standing, I don't know. I sure was. So let me illustrate some of the impact that your generous gifts can give. For example, a donation of $145 can provide support for a speech therapy session dedicated to helping a young person who struggles with a speech sound disorder or other communication challenge. A contribution of $300 supports a patient dealing with a vocal fold injury or experiencing shortness of breath to benefit from the advanced capabilities of laryngeal imaging equipment. Sometimes this imaging can be the crucial first step in identifying cancer as the underlying cause of someone's hoarseness. With a gift of $900, you can enable a patient to undergo an endoscopic evaluation of their swallowing function, followed by 4 swallowing therapy sessions. This support helps them regain their ability to eat, drink, and participate in meals with family and friends, fostering greater independence and well-being.
With the generous matching at last year's fundraiser, we were able to exceed our goal of $50,000. And did you know that only 3% of donations went toward our operating costs last year? That means a majority of financial gifts are spent directly funding speech-language pathology services. This year, we hope to raise $75,000. With this funding, we plan to support 250 or more sessions in 2025, each conducted by a speech-language pathologist. Help us achieve our 2024 fundraising goal and make an impact in someone's life.
You can help someone like our client Zizi be better prepared for an interview by following the QR code on the screen to donate. Follow these 3 easy steps. First, head to our website, bjornthisway.org, and scroll to our donation section. Second, select a one-time or recurring donation. And third, submit your donation online, or you can mail it in if you prefer. Again, you also can follow a link we've posted in the comments or use the QR code on the screen. While we have this donation information on the screen, we would like to play an excerpt of a song from one of our Bjorn This Way funding recipients, Bijou Cohn. Bijou is a musician, producer, and visual artist based out of Portland. She was unable to attend tonight, but asked that I share this message. Bijou said, "Please extend a very warm and sincere thank you to everyone for me for the opportunity to pursue sessions with you. Thank you to Bjorn This Way for the financial support, as I would not have been able to receive these services otherwise. I have gained confidence, perspective, strategies, and much clearer structure to achieving my goals. Please let them know this has been a critical part of my journey." Next up is her song Temporary Lover, written, arranged, produced, and sung by Bijou Cohn from her album Love is Trash.
Strange weather, seduction, temporary lover. Is that what you are? If you're gonna love me at all, love me feel one emotion, bittersweet sense of illusion. I'm calling out, praying to God to strike me dead, raining softly, gentle like music, temporary lover.
Thank you, Bijou. In the past 3 years, we have been overwhelmed by your generous support. Over 350 donations have been received, totaling more than $210,000, with an average cash donation of $425. It's important to note that nearly all of the donations we receive are dedicated directly funding speech-language pathology services, which to date have been over 200 sessions. We are deeply moved by your commitment to our cause. You are in for a treat with this next performance by 2024 headliner, multiple Grammy award-winning jazz singer Kurt Elling, collaborating with the incredible talents of Grammy award-winning pianist Danilo Perez.
Hi, it's your old friend Kurt. You know, the human voice is the most beautiful instrument of all, but it's also the most difficult to play. As someone who spends his whole life trying to produce sound with his voice, I cannot imagine the pain of those who struggle to speak, laugh, and sing. My thanks to the Bjorn This Way Foundation for helping people who cannot otherwise afford speech and language services. I stand with you all. I dedicate this performance to Bjorn Burke, to the foundation named in his honor, and to all those on the journey to communicate more effectively. Because dreams do come true.
Over time, I've been building my castle of love, just for two, though you never knew you were my reason. I've gone much too far for you not to say that I've got to throw my castle away. Over dreams, I have planned out a fairy tale come true. Though you never knew it was of you I have been scheming. And now the Sandman has come from far too far away for you not to say, come back some other day. And though they don't believe that they do come true. For all my dreams came true when I looked at you. And what we do if you would believe, you too might be overjoyed, 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 overjoyed. In my heart I have painfully turned every stone just to find what I tried to discover. I've come much too far for me now to find the love that I saw will never more be mine. And though you don't believe that they do come true. For all my dreams came true when I looked at you. And maybe too if you would believe, you too might be overjoyed, over love, over And though you don't believe that they do come true. For all my dreams came true with you. Believe that they do come true. For all my dreams came true with you. Believe that they do come true. For all my dreams came true when I looked at you. They say that love is only a dance, a hypnotic trance. I love that take glance, so give love a chance. A chance you will find, you too like I am overjoyed. Overjoyed.
Ladies and gentlemen, Danella Perez, the wonderful Kurt Elling. Kurt Elling, Danella Perez duo.
Woo, that was wonderful. Thank you, Kurt Elling and Danilo Perez, for your support and that fabulous performance. It looked like you were having fun too. So we're nearing the end of our evening here. We are currently seeking additional members to join our board of directors. So if you or you know someone who would like to join the board, please email us at bjornthiswayinc@gmail.com, and we'd be thrilled to have you join us. Next, we have our final performance of the night with the talented Tommy Houston. He was Bjorn's guitar teacher. He is a musician, mentor, and music teacher of many youth in Northeast Portland and beyond, including my own children. Tommy.
Hi, my name is Tommy Houston, and I taught guitar to Bjorn for a number of years. We share a passion for music, and I'm really honored to be part of this project. I hope you enjoy. This is a tune called PDX Nights, and I added some footage from some of my recent travels. Thanks.
Thank you, Tommy. With your donation, you can help us reach our goal and make sure that individuals like Bjorn This Way recipient Dylan Lewis will not be at risk of a career-ending voice disorder, or Bjorn This Way recipient NS will not be at risk of failure to thrive from pain with swallowing that had prevented eating meals. Bjorn This Way also accepts stock transfers and other financial gifts. Email us at bjornthiswayinc@gmail.com to arrange the donation of other financial gifts. Does your employer match donations? These are corporate giving programs in which the company matches donations made by employees. It's a simple way to double your contribution to us.
We've heard from extraordinary talents tonight, some of whom you'd never know had speech-language pathology needs. But if not for the services they received, their gifts might have been lost to all of us. Whatever the need, Bjorn This Way is committed to helping the human spirit communicate.
Thank you for joining us tonight. We hope you have enjoyed this evening of entertainment. And most importantly, we hope you have been inspired to join our efforts to improve access to speech-language pathology services. If you know someone who could benefit from Bjorn This Way, help us spread the word. Have a great evening, everyone, and stay in touch. Take care.